As I get older, one thing that I really think about is the value of time, in that everybody get the same 24, but my 24 is different than your 24. Because what happens within that 24 is a direct causation of what you got going on in your life. If you out here fucking over people, robbing from people, stealing, hustling, trying to get over, fucking over people, your 24 is very terrifying. You scared of what could happen. You scared of what might happen. You scared if the police gonna come kick in your door. And if you staying with your baby mama, is she gonna be involved, or you might got her involved? And it's all negative and it's all toxic. That's your 24. Or if you're a workaholic, you out on the road 12, 14 hours driving, delivering packages, delivering cargo. You know what I'm saying? That's your 24. So everybody get the same 24. But what happens within that 24 is a direct causation of the choices that you made in your life to get you to this point. Everybody is responsible for their own 24. You can't blame nobody else, and nobody else could blame you for where they at when they experience their 24. And really, that's all you got. Because what happened before this 24 don't really matter. Because you in this 24, not that 24. In the future 24, you might not even get to it. Let alone have anything to say about what's going to happen. I feel like past, present, and future all exist within the same space, in that you have to constantly be living in the current 24 that you in, minute by minute, hour by hour, making conscious decisions that will affect the next 24. But your intentions, your choices, your vibration, if you want something positive, this 24 has to be positive, and the choices that you make in this 24 will inform the next one. If you fat and you out of shape, do something today. 5 push-ups, stretch. That creates energy towards the next 24. And that's what I really want brothers to understand, as far as one thing that I learned when I first moved here that broke me out of that mentality and the programming that I had been indoctrinated under living in the United States. And because that indoctrination process is so encompassing, is so intrusive, it is custom created depending on your color, your race, your culture, and how you identify through the American experience. Even its lowest form, blacks will feel more than Mexicans or Dominicans or Haitians, right? And you see this exhibited when black people argue against Dominican people when they say, I know black. When a Dominican says, I know black, what they are saying is, I'm not Black American. I don't identify myself the same way that you identify yourself in America. Our culture does not do what you did or what was done to you or what was done to us, as far as twisting our narrative or twisting our perspective of what black means. Their concept of black is based more on the Spanish way, which is negative, meaning the color. When you're talking about someone's skin color, that doesn't define their race in Dominican culture. That defines their state. For example, their color is just they're Indio or Moreno or Negro, but before any of that, they are Dominicano. To me, that's a beautiful thing. Because what do we as Black Americans dream of in our heart of hearts? That we wouldn't even need to be known as Black Americans, that we could just be known as Americans, that after the Civil War, the South get punished, they free the slaves, and now Black people and white people are on equal footing. Imagine if that would have happened. Imagine if there wouldn't have been Jim Crow and segregation and all this bullshit. Imagine if after the Civil War, America truly decided, all right, fine. Black people, you're free. You are now full Americans. We are Americans. Then we would be saying the same shit. I'm not Black, I'm American. And what's wrong with saying that? What's wrong with a people having a full, comprehensive view of themselves as a collective versus this very biased way of looking at yourself within your culture? Because it's so toxic within the Black community that we can't even within the Black community, oh, well, you African, you over there. I'm Black. I'm American Black. I'm FBA, meaning I was born in America Black. You're not as good as us because we was born here. All that do is create more division within the Black. And then you got, well, we both FBAs, but you light skinned. I'm dark, so I'm more Black than you because your mom is white. All of these divisions within the divisions within the divisions within the divisions. And none of it serves to bring us closer. It just separates us. And so when you see Dominicans who don't have that same hang up, those stresses are not attached to them. That backpack that they wear, as far as all the shit that we all got to deal with, their backpack is a little bit lighter as far as it comes to that. And so if Black Americans could understand that, like Virtual Chris said, that there's so much we can give as far as our talents towards living and working and existing in a country that will reward your ingenuity, your talent, then I'm 100% for that. But what I'm not for is extracting. I'm not for this pilfering of women or coming here trying to get your nuts off because it costs a little bit less to do that as opposed to in the United States where it's more dangerous. And, you know, I mean, let's just be honest, all that back page stuff. I mean, if people are still doing that, good luck. They'll set you up. And so brothers know that it's cheaper here, but then, you know, well, that's the subject for a different chat. So we'll end it there with that one for this particular episode. Thank you so much to Virtual Chris for chiming in with his pieces. I hope you guys, whoever's listening to this, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for checking me out. If you like the content, give me a like, subscribe, and leave a comment that you made it to the end. Leave a red siren in the comments, and that'll let me know that you stayed to the end and that you were real. All right, till the next one. Y'all be good. We out. Peace.